Hey guys,
I'm James.
I'm Christina,
and welcome to another J&C Adventures. So today, for you guys, it's going to be day 2 and 3 of the Disney Wish. So we got so wrapped up in just all the activities, doing everything on the ship the last couple of days, that we never filmed. So here we are. This is currently like disembarking day for us, so we literally have to be off the ship in like 30 minutes. So we're going to film this as quick as we can. So today in day 2, we were actually ported at Nassau in the Bahamas. We've been to Nassau plenty of times on our other cruises, so we didn't really feel the need to get off the ship. So we actually stayed on the ship because we wanted to explore everything that this ship had to offer, since basically everything is completely brand new in the sense that this is a brand new ship, but also we've never been on a Disney cruise before, so we wanted to explore. So let's just go ahead and recap our day on the ship.
So day 2 we had breakfast at Marcelian Market, which is the buffet style eatery.
Yeah, we pretty much went there every single day. It's the best thing if you just want something quick. You just go up, grab whatever you want,
quick and easy.
Move on from there. So simple, traditional buffet style breakfast. After that,
from there we went to the pool.
Yeah, we went to the pool, and we also checked out the Aquamouse again. So we rode it twice. Tons of fun. If the wait is short, definitely do it. But if the wait's like all the way down the stairs on the pool deck, just come back at another time.
You can't pay attention to the wait time that is posted. When we did get in line yesterday, it said that the wait time was about 45 minutes. But it ended up only being like maybe 10, 15.
Yeah.
So you just have to gear it based on how many people are actually waiting.
Yeah, like typical theme park lines. You know, they overinflate the wait times to try and draw people away and not make the line so long. So after that,
from there, I believe we went to the Incerdicourse, which you did.
Yeah, so that's on deck 12. It's the same place where they have the basketball court, but they turn it into a giant inflatable obstacle course, which is fun, but it's kind of something like you just do once. It's great for kids. Be warned though, you may lose your pants. I did almost lose my pants at least 3 times. I don't know if you can see it in the footage, but my pants just kind of got stuck. Oh look, we got a bird on our balcony. My pants just kind of got stuck to like whatever material, like that rubber material that the inflatable course is made out of. So I dove and I went forward, but my pants didn't, and I did lose a sock as well. So, but yeah, it was fun. Not something I would do like multiple times. Maybe if there was like no wait, but I think we waited almost about 10 minutes for it. So it was cool to do once. But I prefer just having the basketball court there. So after we did the Incerdicourse, we had a little bit of downtime, so we actually came back to the room, and I think I watched...
You watched Toy Story, and I took a nap.
Was that the same day? I thought that was day 1. I don't know. I watched Toy Story one of the days. I know that. So the TV has an on-demand feature, kind of like Disney Plus, but it's not Disney Plus. So you can watch like whatever movies or TV shows you want to watch. So I loaded up Toy Story because that is probably my favorite Disney movie of all time. And she went to sleep because that's what she does. So after our downtime, where did we go after that?
We had to get ready. We went to go see the Little Mermaid show that they show on the ship.
Yeah, so that was okay. Like, it wasn't bad. But I don't know what it was, just, I don't know.
It definitely wasn't my favorite show of all the ones that they offered on the ship, I can tell you that.
Like, nothing was bad, but it just, I guess compared to the other shows and how great the other shows were, this one just kind of didn't live up to it. So, yeah, it was okay, but I don't think it's something I would, like, rush out to see again if we were to take this cruise again. So from there we went to dinner at Arendelle, which is the Frozen-themed restaurant, and I'll let you take that away since that's all you.
That is one of my favorite movies. It was beautiful.
Yeah, so
beautiful.
I'm not even the biggest Frozen fan, and that might have been my favorite restaurant out of the entire, between the Marvel restaurant, the Frozen restaurant, and 1923, which we'll get into when we talk about the last day of our cruise. The Arendelle restaurant, the theming was just amazing. Like the Marvel restaurant, the theming, it just looked like...
The live show was incredible. I mean, the singers, you had Princess Anna and Elsa and Olaf there.
Yeah, just everything about it. The theming, the live performance, the live music. They had some amazing like violinists and other instrument players as well. That honestly was great. The food wasn't bad, but it was just like, I don't know, I haven't been too blown away with like the sit-down dinners, the food on this cruise. But yeah, just like the overall theming and experience of Arendelle was something to behold. So, like I was saying before, the Marvel restaurant, like the theming, it was okay, but it was just like silver walls and like lights.
What I did really like about the Arendelle dinner is that all the characters actually did come to each table and interact with you, whereas in the Marvel restaurant, Ant-Man and the Wasp only just kind of came out and said hi and then went on their way.
Yeah, so, I think definitely Arendelle is a standout on this ship for sure. Then after that, we went to karaoke, which we did every single night of our cruise because we love karaoke. We just like people watching. So yeah, that was that. Not too much to say about karaoke. So now that was day 2. So day 2 was wrapped up, and I think day 2 was pretty solid for not getting off the ship. But now we're going to transition into day 3, and we recorded a clip from that already, so I'm going to insert that clip here.
Hey guys,
I'm James.
I'm Christina,
and welcome to another J&C's Adventure. So today, we're at Disney's Castaway Cay, their very own private island. And you can see the beautiful brand new Disney Wish ship behind us. And today we're just going to give you guys our thoughts and review of the Castaway Cay Island. So without further ado,
here we go.
Alright, so I really wanted to film the video like this because we have this amazing, beautiful blue water as a background. But we're backlit and we're looking a little dark, so we're actually just going to turn around this way. And that is much better lighting. So we just got done with Disney's Castaway Cay.
So much fun.
What'd you think?
So
Give your overall reaction, review, just go.
Compared to...
Don't compare it to anything.
Okay,
just,
fine.
Right now, just go. What'd you think about it?
I really enjoyed Castaway Cay. The snorkeling, we had really fun with the snorkeling. We saw a lot of fish. We saw a couple stingrays, which was really cool. That's something that I've actually never done before, so it was a fun experience for me. How did you feel?
So... the island was smaller than I thought, and there wasn't a lot of activities, at least for adults. I was expecting at least like a decent basketball court, but there really wasn't. There was like these little like arcade style like basketball nets. There was a full-size basketball court like all the way hidden in the back of the island somewhere, and the court itself was okay. It was on an airplane hangar, which was kind of cool. I don't think we got any pictures of it, but the basketball court itself was decent. The ball was horrible. I don't know why Disney, like, even on the ship, the balls are garbage. So I don't know, Disney needs to do something with their basketball situation. The snorkeling, like she said, was extremely, extremely fun. We spent probably in total like 2 hours,
yeah,
2.5,
something like that.
Yeah, we spent a lot of time just snorkeling, and you can go out pretty far. So even with right here, as you can see with these people on these little like water bikes, let me zoom in. Those little dots in the center of your screen, those are people riding these water bikes that you can get. And I mean, literally, you have that entire section up to where it's like roped off, right, where's my finger, right there. But you have that entire section to just free roam, which I wasn't expecting. So I thoroughly enjoyed that, and you go pretty far, you can go pretty deep, and there's a lot of different fish and little things to see. Obviously, we'll have B-roll of all of that. She took probably the entire 2 hours we were out there. She had the GoPro and was just going around. So
well, there was a lot to see under there. I mean, there was a Daisy statue, there was a Mickey,
Prince
we
Eric.
had Prince Eric down there. There was like a couple of shipwrecks.
Yeah.
There was just a bunch of stuff to see, and it made it like a whole. It was a great experience.
But what I like about it is that it's not right there, like right as soon as you start diving. You have to work for it. You have to go out all the way as far out as you can go to actually see the stuff. So it's
which
nice.
I do have to say, I didn't think it was going to be as far out as it was actually. We actually had to swim pretty far in order to see all that stuff.
Yeah, but the thing is, when you're going out there, it doesn't seem as far because you're stopping. You know, you're going, you're stopping, you're looking at all the different things that you can find.
Coming back, though.
But then on your way back, there's nothing to stop and see because you saw it all. So it's just like a straight shot back, and it's probably easily like a 10-minute swim, maybe even longer, depending on how good you can swim. But yeah, overall, the island, the snorkeling was fun, and I feel like that saved the day for us. But if it wasn't for the snorkeling, I'm not somebody who just likes to sit in the sun and tan and do nothing all day. I like activities, and I just felt like there wasn't enough activities to do. I mean, you could like rent like those little bikes or those boats and everything, but that all adds up. They're all extra costs. So it was like $75 for the two of us to do the snorkeling, and if we wanted to do any of the other activities to, I guess, make the most of our time, it was going to get a little pricey. So just as far as like free activities to do, like, you know, basketball or volleyball, there just wasn't a ton to do on this island. But overall, it's a beautiful island. The water is gorgeous. The sand is great. The food was decent, not the best I've ever had, not the worst. Like the burgers were okay. I had salmon as well, that was pretty decent. And I think you just had the burger.
I just had the burger and I got like some coleslaw and corn.
Yeah, so the food,
okay.
the food wasn't bad. It was okay. The desserts were great as always. Really big chocolate chip cookies. Yeah, and they're nice and like almost melted too because we're out in the hot sun. So it's like you got a nice big gooey chocolate chip cookie. But yeah, overall, it was decent. But that's.
I do wish they had more to do though.
Yeah, like as far as. Even for kids, I don't even think there was really much for them to do other than that little like basketball area, some ping pong and stuff. But I don't know. I just feel like Royal Caribbean's Cay Island, Royal Caribbean's private island.
There's a bunch to do there.
Yeah, they had multiple basketball courts, and that island's huge. I expected this island to be bigger than it was, but it was kind of small. I wouldn't say I'm disappointed. It's just I don't think what I expected. But we still enjoyed our day, like, don't get us wrong. It was tons of fun, and this is a much more beautiful island, I think, just as far as, like, the water and everything goes, and even the sand as well. Much more beautiful than Cay on Royal Caribbean, for sure. But that's going to do it, so I don't know where the rest of the day is going to lead us. Yes, I do. We have the Aladdin show coming up.
And then
we have dinner, and karaoke that we've been doing every single night. So, yeah, I don't know. Wherever the next part of the video is, we will see you guys there.
We also picked up this pretty nice cooler. I believe they are offered aboard the ship, but we picked ours up once we got off on Castaway Cay. It was a really nice offer. It comes with 6 water bottles, and they put the ice in the bag for you, so you have nice, cold, refreshing water as you're walking through the island, which is really nice to have on a hot day, especially like today. And it has from the inaugural sailings, which for us is pretty cool, because we did want to have something that showed that we were on one of the inaugural sailings. Okay, so that was our thoughts on Castaway Cay. Now let's get into what we did the rest of our day 3.
Yeah, so after Castaway Cay, we spent, I think, like 6 hours there. Then we came back, took a shower, and then we went and had some lunch, and I had my amazing barbecue that I've had literally every single day. This is what I've ate for lunch, is that brisket, the mac and cheese, the pulled pork, some sweet potato fries, and some jalapeno cornbread. When I tell you guys that is the place to go, trust me, if you like barbecue, that's some of the best barbecue you will ever have. Especially for it being like a quick service restaurant on a cruise ship, phenomenal. So after that, that was pretty much it. We went straight to the Aladdin show, which...
That was...
Wow. Yeah. That Aladdin show is like Broadway quality. And apparently we were the first people ever to see the show. I guess the show wasn't ready in time for previous sailings. So we were the first people ever to see the show here on the Disney Wish. And
they really did a good job with this show. So if you are coming on the Disney Wish, I really suggest you do go see that show.
Yeah, that was easily the best show. I will put that at number 1, and then the Seize Your Adventure. That's the first day show. I'll put that in second place, and then last place, Little Mermaid.
Yeah.
But yeah, this show, the Aladdin show, from the singing, the comedy, the fourth wall breaking, all the pop culture references, like the writers of this show did such an incredible job. So, and obviously all of the actors and actresses. So definitely, highly recommend watching that. Then after that,
from there
dinner,
we went to.
And then we went to dinner at 1923. So how did you feel about 1923?
I liked 1923. I did like the theming. It was nice to see like all the artwork on the walls and how they did like the sketches and stuff.
Yeah. So 1923. It's based on Walt. There's one side that's Walt Disney and another side that's Roy Disney, and it's loosely based on them. 1923, I believe, is the year that Walt was born, if I'm not mistaken. And then just like the theme of the restaurant is like animation, so they have like different sketches and artwork of different. I think they're all just animated movies. It's cool to see like the behind the scenes like sketches and blueprints, but it's definitely lacking as far as like compared to Marvel and Arendelle, but it's more. It feels more fancy and like high class.
I do have to say though that was probably my favorite meal of the cruise.
Yeah. So you got
it was the better
filet
food.
mignon. So it looked pretty good. I don't know. I just wasn't too blown away with like the food that we've had at the sit down restaurants. They were they're not bad, but I don't know. I think I expected a little bit more. But the restaurant definitely, like as far as theming, is lacking there. It doesn't have like that signature like Marvel or Frozen, but it was nice, and it definitely feels like very high class. If you're gonna dress up, like get nice and dressed up for any meal,
It would be that one.
yeah, that's definitely the meal that you're gonna want to put on like a fancy shirt or a dress or something like that. So then after that, we ended the night with some karaoke and the silent dance party, which I'm sure we have some hilarious clips of us at the dance party that are going to be inserted here. And now that leads us to, unfortunately, today, which we have to get off the ship. So definitely don't want to leave. I don't think three nights, 4 days was enough. I would have liked to take like a 7-day cruise. But we'll hopefully be back in like 2 years. I took advantage of the 10% on your future cruise. So if you want to talk about that really quick.
So that 10%, you have to put down a $250 deposit.
Per stateroom. So you can have up to 2 staterooms. So you can either do $250 or $500.
So by putting that $250 deposit down, you get 10% off your next cruise, but you only are allowed to do that on board.
Right.
But the nice thing about that is that you have a 2-year window to use it. So let's say something happens in those 2 years, you can't go, that money is fully refundable.
Yeah, so...
Or like us, we booked 2 staterooms, but if we end up only having to use 1, they'll refund 1 of the charges for it.
Yeah, so it's a really good offer. Like, I'm surprised there's not really like any commitment or any strings attached. So you just put down that deposit, again, fully refundable. So if you decide just not to use it or you forget to use it within that 2-year window, all that money is just fully refunded back to you. You really can't go wrong. So you put that money down. If you decide not to use it, you get it back. Or if you do use it, then you get 10% off your future cruise within the next 2 years, which is just it's amazing. And you're also not committed to like booking the cruise like now. So you basically get like a voucher, which is great. You're not committed to booking anything now. The money's fully refundable, and if you do use it, you get 10% off, and that is great with how expensive these Disney cruises are. 10%, it might save you like $100, $200, even $300 if you get one of the more expensive rooms. So that's definitely like a really great offer, and I'm really surprised by it. And with that being said, hopefully in the next year, maybe 2 years, we'll be back on another Disney cruise, probably the Disney Wish, and yeah, so I think that's going to do it. We'll have some follow-up videos talking about like everything we liked and didn't like about the Disney Wish, as well as comparing it to Freedom of the Seas, the Royal Caribbean cruises that we've been on. And I think that's going to do it. So we got to go ahead and get some breakfast, get off the ship, and now drive 3 hours back home to Fort Lauderdale from Port Canaveral that we are at right now. So yeah, I think that's going to do it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video from us. If you did,
make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.
And as always,
we'll see you guys next time.